Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to Wise Guys Gaming Channel. Right now we are coming back to some fun that I like to call Battleborn. Now, a lot of people have told me what is the point of playing Battleborn once Overwatch comes out. Doesn't make any sense, Overwatch is a better game, yada 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 yada. Well, the fact of the matter is, I like Battleborn. I think it's a really good game, I think it's got some really neat flavor to it. It's got its own personality, and I really enjoy it. Right now I'm rocking with Caldarius. I think I like him just because he deals damage. I mean, he's not as strong as Isaac is, but like now, I can pepper people with damage both in close and far away. So, I mean, what else could you ask for? He's a kill bot. Right now, the entire point is just Pokee. Got too deep. If you're able to poke successfully, obviously good things are going to happen for you. The point when I started out was to mainly poke at the minions, just to get our side moving towards the sentry. If you are new to Battleborn, this is an incursion type, so the point is to push your minions towards the sentry and take out their sentry. They have two. I don't think the minions are 100% necessary, but I do think it is a good idea to keep the minions pushed their way, so that way when they try to set up and fight, they're always fighting in a way with your minions, so that's always extra damage. It's basically a MOBA. I mean, if you played a MOBA before, you understand this. The difference on this is, this only has one lane. This is kind of like an ARAM, so I probably should have taken a generator. Right now I'm just going to harass this Montana, and I think I can snake him a little bit. Yeah! That Damahe! Close to death, so we're gonna book it. I probably should have got that healing station if nothing else, just for our team, and that keeps them from being able to set up the healing station. But sometimes, especially early on, I want to try to get my shards up so I can get my items. The faster I get my items, the better for me, obviously, which hopefully will be the better for the team. So a lot of times what I try to do is to go ahead and get my items first and then worry about getting your sentry turrets next time. I found that on the meltdown maps, nice. I found on the meltdown maps, I think it's a much bigger deal to kind of pick up a sentry here and there, just so that way all the lanes stay pushed. That way it's much more difficult for the other team to set up. But on the incursion map type, I think it's a good idea to have them pushed, or to get those items and, not items, but your turrets and that type of thing. I think it's a good idea to have those up and ready, but I'd much rather have my items faster on this one, especially with a character like Caldarius, where the majority of what I'm trying to do is deal damage. I want to deal as much damage as possible. That being said, if I see one of their structures and I'm able to take it out, I'll take it out. No question. Probably should have bought my item. Maybe that'll go down a little faster. Rindy wants some. That was less a run from a Rindy and more to get away from the turret and a Rindy at the same time. I can deal damage to a Rindy and keep it pretty consistent, but I can't do that with the turret pushing me down, obviously. Try to snake him, couldn't do it, but the shields are gone on that turret. We'll take the turret out real quick and get back in the feet. It's a smart decision. I apparently can't aim, good lord. It helps if you have a damage dealer to know how to aim. Facts for life. See? I can teach you listen to the chili. Montana's a big target, so I can kind of sit back and poke him all day long. If I can keep their tank out of the way, then so much the better. That's a nice blinding effect. I know he's going to back up, and I know for a fact this is where that backup leads. So I can head him off at the pass, keep him from getting too much life, and push in on him. Aiming for the head for those critical shots, and we're going to run away. This would be a good time to get to a safe place and to recall. Apparently I'm not doing just that. That's a dangerous move. This is how I die and then get mad at myself for knowing that I should have done better. And I didn't look at that already at all. Good lord. That being said, we got a good assist. A little damage to keep the lane push. Throw out that blind. Still staying in the back. I should have let my shields recharge a little bit more if I was going to go with that low health. But now, okay.
Returning to base.
That was not the best time to recall. I should have recalled and been back there by now, but that being said, I'd rather have the recall than not have the recall. Match is going pretty well. We're keeping them fairly pushed. We're keeping ourselves extended but not overextended, so that way when we move in, we can deal the damage we need to and then back out. This, honestly, was a test. I'm used to playing Isaac, and I hadn't played a lot of Caldarius, so what I wanted to do was test him to see how good he is at dealing, taking out the Thrall mercenary camps. With crits, it goes very well. Also, I think I have an item. I don't know if I got it equipped just yet, but I think one of the items that I have deals extra critical hit damage, and if you dealt critical hit damage, I think the next critical hit in 5 seconds does even more extra critical hit damage. So on something like this where you have the Thrall, where once you knock him down, he stays down for a few seconds, so you get a clear shot at a non-moving target. I mean, you line up on his head and just wail away, and you're doing crit on crit on crit on crit on crit. So that's always a smart play. Oscar Mike trying to harass me a little bit, but I can handle that. Boom! Get blinded. He wanted to take that giant shard. This is the thing. If you go invisible as Oscar Mike, they still see the shimmer. I mean, you're the predator at that point. So if people pay attention for the shimmer, they got you. I didn't necessarily want to kill him. I just wanted to chase him away so we could get the shard, and they couldn't. There's a giant Montana there. I need to start harassing because he's pushing in on our team. I'm going to take out their healing station down here. And that's just because I want to waste all their points. I wanted to come in here and contest this Thrall mercenary camp coming in, but I was not able to do it in time. Arendi did a fairly decent job of kind of shushing me away without actually doing anything. That being said, we got a team with some good damage, so we're able to push back against it fairly well. This is me being stupid and shooting him in the arm instead of shooting him in the head. Kill him. Kill him. Okay, momentum. There it is. Sorry. So MC Hammer, y'all don't know about that. I've got my items, so now I can start setting up our defenses a little bit more. Again, I try to keep honestly, I try to keep a cheap item, a medium item, and an expensive item. The expensive item, obviously, for the effect. The cheap item is so I can get something and have a good boost to start with. And the medium item is honestly just there kind of as filler. Obviously, you're getting the effects of it, but... Oh! Somebody set us up the bomb. Close to death. I try to use his blade dash as a I try to use his blade dash as an escape. Once I run away, I usually try to jump and slide out with it. Sometimes it's more effective than others. That one wasn't the best, but yeah, it's alright. Get him, Isaac. Wait, is Isaac on our team? Yeah, get him, Isaac.
Hostile Thrall mercenaries inbound.
It's relatively even at this point, but I've seen momentum is a huge thing in this game. If you're able to get them pushed to their first sentry, you're doing great. If you're able to take out that sentry, you're doing even better. And part of the reason is once you get them pushed to the sentry, that means your minions are starting to pull up. So while they can kill you, they've got to kill you and kill your minions. And that puts you in prime position to just deal damage all day long. All day long. So once you get them pushed, take your time to get them pushed to their sentry. You don't have to rush it. You're not in a hurry. Once you get them pushed to your sentry, don't let up. put the foot on their throat. Unless you are all near death and you just want to back up and kind of go back to the stalemate, that's fine. But once you got the foot on their neck, keep it on them every time. Once you die, make sure you go in and you get your thrall mercenaries on both sides, or not on both sides, but get your thrall mercenary and then get the one in the middle if you can. Keep thralls pushing for you. This sounds very basic, but you should imagine how many people don't do it. No, you killed my Isaac. Prepare to die. I am way too deep for this character. I should have died. And we got an assist. All right.
One of our sentries is under attack.
None of that should happen. At this point, what I'm trying to do is pepper fire and to try to take out as many of their minions as possible, so that way they have a more difficult time pushing in. Because again, once it starts, it's hard to stop. Like, if they get through and start pushing and get a really good push, then we are in some trouble. I should have gone back, but I didn't. But we're getting some good heals, so we're gonna stick in there. Montana had no chance at that point. I don't know a lot about Montana. I gotta play him a little bit more, but I don't think he has a lot of mobility. I know he's got that one charge, but him backing up and being that big of a target, I can just unload him all day long.
Are available.
That was me standing in artillery shells because I'm spy. Wicked spy. Again, this match is going on for quite a while, but things seem to be going in our favor. We're keeping them fairly well pushed. They had a pretty good push there, but a pretty good push does not a win maker. They just lost an enemy. That is not good for them. It is great for us, and we will take it. We sure will. Things are going fairly decent in this match. I don't have the greatest stats in the world, but I've got some decent stats. I'm not really looking for stats. I'm really looking for the control of the game, but you will see me check on that a lot. And a lot of times you'll see me check to see exactly who left, because it tells you the enemy's name that left, but not necessarily what character they were playing or what team they were on. Well, I guess the enemy part tells you what team they're on. But anyway, I kind of want to know who left, so that way I don't go looking for them. If an Arendi's gone, I'm not looking for their damage dealer anymore. Pepper, blind. If I recall correctly, though, this match is about to end. I think we got a good push. I want to say the guy came back too. The guy that left, I think he came back, but yeah, there he is. Hi there, buddy. But at that point, we kind of got that push, and like I said, it's hard to come back from. I'm not saying it's impossible to come back from, but it's hard to come back from. But I don't think this match lasts much longer. I think they end up floating to the side, which is a feature that I don't really like. I'd appreciate it if they kind of stuck out. I wish the game did not allow that, just to keep people going. But I mean, especially if you got some toxic people in your game, it's best to get away from them as quick as possible. I had one guy kind of bad mouthing the team and telling us how we're not doing anything, that kind of thing. We all kind of turned it around. He wasn't being like rude. He was giving actually fair critiques. But if all you're doing is talking bad about how your team's not doing well, I mean, nobody really wants to hear it all the time. Give them some support, give them some direction, but don't just be like, you guys suck, you guys suck. And that way you won't have to spread, hopefully. But sometimes you just lose. Anyway, I don't think there's much left in this match. I think they're about to start voting real soon. So I'm going to go ahead and cut myself short here. If you like the video, click like. If you love it, click subscribe. And thank you so much for watching. Bye, friends.
Only one hostile remains. Press the advantage. Power play. Only 2 hostiles remain.